Before the video begins, I just want to give a quick shout out to Juice. They were the first person to guess correctly what the FNaF World characters in my recent short had in common. And I want to give another shout out to just anyone that commented. Thank you for your participation, and I hope you enjoy the video. Hey, what's going on, guys? Thundercry back again with another video. And now since my last FNaF World video did so good, I'm back with another. This one with a more unique twist. In this video, I'm going to beat the game using only characters that you can play as in minigames. So the only ones we can use are Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Crying Child, the Puppet, Withered Freddy, Balloon Boy, Mangle, Fredbear, Toy Chica, and RxQ. I'm also setting the same limitations as last time. I can't use Auto Shield or Auto Mimic until I'm told about them. With that out of the way, let's get into it. So since out of the 8 starting characters, only 6 of 8 are playable in minigames, and since we can't use them, we're only stuck with one team until we get 2 more playable characters. Luck seemed to be against me during this, because since I was getting characters, I just wasn't getting any that I could use. I got Balloon Boy pretty early on, but that still left one more character I could get before I could use that second team. And it continued on like this for literally multiple hours until I finally unlocked Withered Freddy in the Pinwheel Circus. Yes, that's right. I went through pretty much the entire game with just one team and only died inside just a little bit. And after finally getting enough characters for a second team, the only thing I could really do was level up and hunt for even more characters. Specifically RxQ and Crying Child, as I would need their gift boxes if I was able to face the harder bosses. And while grinding, I actually managed to get Fredbear. I wanted to use him during the challenge, but I didn't really want to farm for him, but luckily I was able to get him pretty easily. His Mimic Ball would prove pretty useful until I got my hands on Auto Mimic. Megabyte did more damage than nearly any other attack I was able to use at that moment, and Regen Song did good to heal me up from some weaker enemy attacks. Overall, Fredbear gave me a huge step forward in this run. With my first team of Fredbear, Crying Child, Foxy, and Bonnie, I was able to take out Bubba. Also, since Fredbear was first in the party, I got the Universe Ending. And hey, I'll take it since I haven't gotten it on this save yet. After some more subtunnel diving, it was time to take on Pork Patch. And yet again, I didn't even have to swap to my second party. Crying Child and Fredbear are definitely the MVPs of the run. Next, it's time for the Guardians. Luckily, I didn't have too much trouble with them. I did actually need to swap to my second team during them, showing how there is actually a difficulty curve after Pork Patch and Bubba. Using Haunting as RxQ did a decent job at stalling the boss. As someone who's never really used the move, I was pretty surprised at how useful it was. I always assumed it didn't even work on the bosses, since they visually don't turn to stone like normal enemies, but hey, you learn something new every day. I just have to say it. With such limited options on characters, there's bound to be some less than great ones. I'm gonna be honest here, I'm talking about the Puppet. You look at their moves and think, okay, these could be useful. Spoiler alert, they're not. At least they weren't for me. Both the Puppet and Withered Freddy both had escape key, but it hardly ever worked, even on enemy groups of 4. Mystery Box was just off the table as it could give me characters that weren't usable in challenge. And yeah, Prize Ball 2 was okay, but not reliable. Sometimes it could do something good like Freddles or Hot Cheese, and sometimes it would use Water Hose 2 on bosses 3 times in a row. And with that little rant and the Guardians out of the way, it's time for security. And after what seemed like the longest 6 minutes of my life, I finally defeated security. Now the only challenge left is taking on Scott. After several deaths, it was clear to me that I needed a different strategy and couldn't just brute force this one. So I farmed up some fast tokens, bought the final defense upgrade, and all the Reapers from Lolbit. And once I couldn't get any more prepared than I already was, it was time for the final battle. This challenge was definitely more unique than anything else I've ever done in the game, but it was still a lot of fun. And with the final battle coming to an end, I just wanted to thank you all so much for watching. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and maybe you'd subscribe. And remember to hit the bell so you get notified whenever I post. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.